word shows a change in the weather. Just one word. Is there any other evidence in the paragraph shows a change in the weather?
No.
No, there is none. This is the only phrase. So to be accurate, not this part exactly. Let's say quieten, quieten down. Okay, now we already finished item 6. Let's go to the next paragraph. The question says which paragraph refers to a small resting place? A small resting place. We want to identify a part that shows a small resting place. Reduce.
Ed Webster and I were squeezed into a tent no bigger than a single bed, with only just enough room to sit up. Robert Anderson had just walked over from the second tent, but our fourth companion had left us that morning, returning down the mountain because of a worrying headache.
Yeah, we want a part in this paragraph, Yusuf, refers to a small, not only a small, but resting place where we can rest. Hi, Yusuf.
It
Which
says,
part here?
I were squeezed into a tent no bigger than a single bed.
Okay, no bigger than. This is small. It refers to a small place. Okay, and sit up. Only enough room. The word only also made it small to rest in. Okay, so this paragraph shows to a small resting place. Okay, Hannah, go to the third part. This item says which paragraph refers to help not being available. So what are we looking here for is what? Not help not being available. Read ya, Hannah, and identify which part shows that help is not
Had
being available.
had been a brave decision to give up his chance at the summit, but he knew that high altitude sickness can be dangerous if you stay up high too long. At the at the top of Everest, there is no opportunity of a rescue, so he had to so he had returned to the safety of the valley to recover.
Yeah, which part exactly guiding us to help not being available? This phrase.
At the top of Everest, there is no opportunity of a rescue.
Yeah, perfect. No opportunity to or of rescue. It means rescue, this is a kind of help, and no opportunity, it means it's not available. So if you noticed here at the three questions we answered, all questions depend on what? Depend on paraphrases and depend of synonyms. Either words that have their synonyms in the question and the synonym is already in the paragraph, or the question is paraphrased in the paragraph. Let's go further. Next one, read ya Ahmed.
Um, which paragraph
Which paragraph refers to the cooking facilities used?
that left three of us preparing for a great day
Ahmed,
ahead?
your voice is very low. It's far. I can't hear you.
Sir, hello? Can you hear me now?
No, it's still.
Uh, sir, how about now?
I can hardly hear, but okay. Start.
Sir, that left the three of us preparing for a great day ahead. First, we have to eat and drink. At that at that height, everything is frozen, so Ed dropped chunks of snow into a pan on our gas stove to make water. So it's going to be into a pan on our gas stove to make water.
Okay. Where are the facilities that are used related to cooking?
So into a pan on our gas stove.
This part and
This
that
part.
part. Yes, gas stove to make water. Thank you. Yalla Nurhan. Item 10 said which paragraph refers to limited diet? Limited diet.
Sir, can I go over it 1 second?
Okay. Now read out loud quickly.
Oh, okay. After about an hour, the water was boiling, but at nowhere near the usual temperature. At this altitude, Edie could stick his fingers in the water without pain. Cooking was out of the question, so he just stirred some instant noodles into warmish liquid, our last proper meal for many hours.
Hmm.
Um,
Limited diet.
I think our last proper meal for many hours.
Yes. Last proper meal for many hours. And also when he said cooking was out of question. Out of question, it means there is no way to cook. So everything is limited here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So next, يلا يا Hannah. Which paragraph refers to the importance of water?
The most important thing of all at altitude is to have enough to drink. That's where it refers to. So we melted more snow lump by lump, eventually filling 2 bottles, adding powdered energy drink to keep us going during the long day ahead.
Which part you refer to, Hannah?
The very beginning.
Very important thing of all at altitude is to have enough to drink. All right. This is the most important thing. Importance of water. He said the most important thing instead, and he referred to importance of water is to have a drink or enough to drink. Thank you, Yusuf. Which paragraph refers to being prepared for a delay?
We were leaving at night. The idea was to reach the summit by early afternoon the next day and return to camp by nightfall. However, if the worst came to the worst and we failed to return in time, I wanted to be confident that I could survive a night out in the open. So I look great. So I took great care with my many layers of clothing.
Yeah, which part shows to be ready or to be prepared for a delay? It means there is an instance of delay at any time.
If the worst came to worst,
Yes, we fail to return in time. Okay, this part. So this part shows that there may be a delay in time. Okay, thank you. يلا يا who's turn? Is
Mine.
that hands time? No.
That's my turn.
No, sir, I already read.
It's Ahmed.
Yes.
يلا يا أحمد. 9. Item 9 said which paragraph refers to being able to see well?
It will be even at night. We could make out enough landmarks to know roughly where to go.
Okay, again, ya Ahmed, I can't hear you.
So it's even at night we could make out it's the last sentence.
Ah, even at night, we could make out enough landmarks to know roughly where to go. Ah, could make out enough landmarks. Okay, thank you, ya Ahmed. يلا يا نورهان.
Okay, sir, it's paragraph I, right?
Yeah. To which
Okay.
paragraph refers to the possibility of falling?
Yeah. Okay. Each of us had a torch strapped to his head and carried an ice axe,
Yeah.
which is like a walking stick with a sharp steel pick at the top end. Joining the three of us was a short length of nylon rope. If someone slipped, the other two would hold him on the rope. Um,
Possibility of falling. Slipped.
yeah.
Look here what he said, ya Nurhan.
Okay, then ice. A, I guess. Six.
What else?
Uh, walking
A
stick
sharp,
with a sharp steel.
with a sharp steel pick at the top end. Also, sharp
Yeah.
steel can be a reference to the possibility of falling. It's very at the top. Join three of us, walk a short length. No, that's all. So if someone slipped, the other two would hold him on the rope. It means there is possibility here. It's very clear that if shows possibility. 7. يلا يا هنا. Route becoming more difficult.
We started to move very slowly towards the summit, knowing the journey would take at least 12 hours. At first, it was flat, and we could manage 20 paces before we had to rest. But the slope became steeper. We were forced to stop every 10 paces. I had never worked so hard in my life.
Where is more difficult?
We were forced, but as the slope became steeper, we were forced to stop every 10 paces.
Yes, become steeper. We were forced to stop every 10 paces. It means there is difficulty becoming on and on while moving on the steep hill. All right, thank you. As you noticed here, it's um, easy because I already placed the question that is matchable to the paragraph, okay, but it might be confusing if the questions are away from the text. So let's practice this task currently. And again, as I told you, as you see, how did we answer this question? We just highlighted the guiding word in the question in the same way we did here. Okay, we highlighted, we identified the facts or the information that we need in each question, and then we went reading paragraph 1, then go match it to the required question. Like for example, after we read paragraph A, we match it to item 6. So read paragraph B, then go to the questions, and you will find 8 is relevant. Read paragraph C, then go to the questions. So you will find paragraph or item 4 is matchable or relevant. Okay, so try to do these steps regularly. Untimed task, not to be random, so that you can manage your time successfully. I already sent an exam into the group, so I want you to answer the first task, part 1 in the reading paper. Okay, and send it once you finish.
Sir, do I send the answers on the WhatsApp?
Yeah, okay. يا عين رهان يا هنا يا أحمد Yusuf, you hear me?
Yes, sir. All good.
Oh, okay. But just to be sure, if the exam in the group is the same we are doing now or it's different, please somebody confirm it to me. So I'm not confident. Yes, okay, it's different. So start, Shabab. يلا يا نورهان، يلا يا هنا. هنا. Hannah, are you there?
I'm sorry, sir. I was helping my mom with the dishes. What's happening?
You didn't finish, you mean?
Finish what?
Finish the reading task.
Which one?
Task 1
Oh,
in the exam paper we sent to the group.
just give me 2 minutes. I'll finish it.
Okay,
Okay. Sorry.
no worries. Okay, I'm back. Regarding to part 2 in the exam, as you see here, this is part 2. Okay, part 2 is 2 tasks. It may be also 3 tasks, but it's regularly 2 tasks. WH questions, WH questions, like what, where, when, how long, how much, how many, and so on. Okay, as you see, 10 questions for 10 marks. And also, as I told you, the questions appear in the same order of the text or the paragraph. What I mean is this question appears in the beginning of the text, so it means the answer of this question is in the next part. The answer of 13 is in the next part, answer 14 is in the next part, and so on and so forth. But take care of this rubric that he said here. Your answer should be no more than 3 words. No more than 3 words. And take care of that again here. Don't write full sentences. It means that your answer here may be 1 word, it may be a number, for example, 13. It may be a prepositional phrase like in the park, in the park. It may be a date, for example, April 19, and so on. So, in this question or in this section, you don't need to write full sentences. Your answer are only phrases or even single words. All answers must be taken from the text. Okay? It means answers should be copied directly from the text. You are not asked here to paraphrase. You are not asked here to use your own words. This is a reading task, not a writing task. Okay, so again, these questions are 10 questions for 10 marks. You are asked to write no more than 3 words. Answers are not in full sentences, and answers appear in the order of the text. Let's see here, for example. So, what does the highlighted parts mean? Look here, this is question 1. Where is the answer of question 1 in this paragraph? It means this is question 2 and this is question 3 in the next paragraph, and this is question 4 in the next paragraph, and this is question 5 in the next paragraph, and this is question 6, and so on. So you are not asked to go back and forth in the text. Okay, it's very easy. So that once you identified the first answer of the first question, it means you will keep going forward through the text. Again, answers here depend on synonyms. I mean, the question includes some words that are paraphrased or synonymized in the paragraph. Let's read together and identify how can we find the answer of this question. The first question here said, what is one of the best known options for items people no longer want? Okay, so the question here identified some main parts. What are these? Number one, asked about options. Okay, these options people what? No longer want. So we want to identify a sentence in the paragraph that includes some of this meaning. Like we have some best known options, and these best known options are no longer wanted. No longer wanted, it means they don't desire it, they don't want it. Okay. Let's answer. Read ya, Yusuf, from the beginning.
For a very long time, I thought that decluttering and zero waste were opposites. Didn't decluttering mean throwing items away, and zero waste mean throwing nothing away and keeping it all? I couldn't imagine that the two could work together, yet decluttering has been an essential part of my 5 year zero waste journey.
Okay, complete.
When it comes to getting rid of unwanted items, the two most important options are discard or donate. Discarding really should be a last resort, saved only for those things that are damaged beyond repair, non-recyclable, and possibly dangerous. But what about donating?
Okay, the question, Yusuf, here, what are the options, the best well-known options for items people no longer want? This is the part we would like to identify here, Yusuf. Okay, so you know what are we looking for?
Yes, with damage beyond repair.
Hmm?
And
Again, Yusuf?
you could say damage beyond repair.
Damage
Beyond
beyond
repair.
repair. Okay, let's see here. He said, when it comes to getting rid of unwanted items, okay, hmm, what is the option for the items that people don't want? If you don't want an item, what is the best option available for you here? Look here. He said, unwanted items, the two most common options. So here is the guiding line. The two most common options are either what or what? Discard or donate. Okay, so if you don't want an item, you should either discard or donate. Okay, what was your answer, Yusuf?
Yes, sir. What?
Your answer was what?
Damage beyond repair.
Damage. Well, just a moment. Let's go to the point you mentioned. Here he started to explain what discarding and what donating. Discarding really should be a last resort, saved only for those things that are damaged beyond repair. Damaged beyond repair, okay, this is not an explanation to what people don't want. This is an explanation to the items that were saved after discarding. Okay, so the answer here is what? It's very clear in the paragraph. So understand the question before you start to answer. He said here, best known options. Ignore best known, but say options. So we have an option for what? For the items. What about these items people no longer want? People no longer want. There is no longer want here, but he said what? Unwanted items, which have the same meaning with no longer want. Okay, so the most common options here are either to discard or to donate. Thank you, Yusuf. Here we have two questions about this paragraph. Two questions. One, what do charity shops have a fixed amount of? So the charity shop here, the charity shop, have some fixed amount of what? This what we are looking for. Well, in your hand, read and help me identify this answer here.
So can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Okay. In which line are we?
sorry, say again.
In which line are we? In
We are in question two, this part. Charity shops.
Oh, okay. Charity shops wants goods want goods that are clean and working order and desirable. They need to be able to sell them, but charity shops aren't the solution for everything, and sadly, they don't have limitless storage.
Yeah,
Donating our
Nahan,
winter
Nahan, excuse
Yes.
me, before we go further,
Oh,
while reading, we want to find the part we are looking for.
okay.
Okay, so while
They
reading,
have limitless storage.
yes, yeah,
I reached there.
limitless what?
Storage.
Storage. Yeah, exactly. So the first part of the question, he said charity shops have some fixed amount of what? Fixed amount of limitless storage. Okay. So, but he said here, Shabab, but charity shops are not the solution for everything. And sadly, they don't have limitless storage. Limitless storage, it means fixed amount of. Fixed amount of. Limitless, it means huh, it's not open store or open storage, it's limited. This is what he means by fixed amount of. Okay, we already found the answer of this question here. It means the answer of the next question will be in the next lines. Which types of goods are sometimes not accepted by charity shops? Yalla Nurhan, complete reading and let's identify. The part shows that some types of goods are not accepted by charity.
Sir, can I say something? For the
Okay,
first one, we should include don't have, because limitless storage means a lot. Like it's not fixed.
sorry.
For the answer for the first one, we should include don't have with limitless storage. Not limitless storage only, right?
No, no, if you said even the word storage, only the word storage, add it to the question here. Because the question itself in Nurhan is a guide. The question includes something negative in meaning, like fixed amount of. The word fixed amount means what? Limited amount. So if we said they have limited amount of storage, it's the same meaning as don't have limitless storage. You understand
Oh,
what I
okay.
mean? Yeah.
Yes, I
So,
understood it
so
now.
it depends on the question. If the question doesn't have any reference to a negative meaning, you must include don't have. Okay, you got
Okay.
it? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Next part.
Okay. Donating our winter wardrobes in the height of summer will likely mean items in excellent conditions remain unsold, simply because there isn't demand. Offloading goods in the week after New Year, when the rest of the country is doing the same thing, isn't to be encouraged either. Not all charity shops can accept electrical items. For
Yeah.
the second one, it's electrical items.
Yeah, exactly. This is the part he said because the question asked about what? Items that are not accepted here, look, not accepted by the charity shops. So what are the items that are not accepted by charity shops here? He said not all charity shop can accept electrical items. So the answer here is the electrical items. Okay, thank you, Nurhan. Ahmed, for question 4, which type of website? So what are we looking for? Type of
So,
website. Okay,
yeah,
accept items that no longer work. So we want to find a website that accept items that no longer works. Read, yeah, Ahmed. Before donating,
so before donating, I always call the charity shop and ask if there are things that it needs. There will always be things in high demand and things that aren't. Don't limit your donating to the charity shops, schools, community groups, craft societies, and animal sanctuaries all have needs and might be able to help take unwanted items. Online community sites are a great way to find new owners for unwanted goods and a way to offer broken goods for parts and spares. So, online community sites.
what?
Online community sites.
Uh, online, you said, yeah, Ahmed?
The online community sites.
Yes, online community sites are a great way to find new owners for unwanted goods and way to offer broken goods for parts and spares. Okay, so he said here online community sites are a great way. This is a solution, okay, that we can find new owners. It means the original owners will not accept them or will not use them. Thank you. Hannah, are you there?
أيوه. Okay.
طيب كويس إنك ماشي. يلا نورهان.
Um, which
Question
paragraph?
5 نورهان. 5. This
Oh,
one.
question 5.
Decluttering.
Okay, decluttering is about removing the unnecessary, the unused, and the unwanted from our homes. It's about removing the excess and keeping only the things we find useful and beautiful. If our homes are filled with items we use regularly and appreciate, there is little or no waste. Yet decluttering will only reduce waste if it's treated as a one-way process. The purpose of decluttering is not to make room in the house for a shopping spree. Until people change their way of thinking and needless things are no longer brought into the home, decluttering can never mean less waste.
Okay, the question, Johanna, which activity should be avoided? So there is a reference to something can be avoided here after decluttering at home.
Going for a shopping spree.
Going for
A
a
shopping
shopping
spree.
spree. Yes, all right.
Yeah.
Where is the reference, yeah, Hannah, here?
Yet decluttering will only reduce waste if it's treated as a one-way process. The purpose of decluttering is not to make room in the house for a shopping spree.
Yeah, for a shopping spree. So it means decluttering at home is an activity that can or should be avoided here. Shopping spree. Okay, thank you, yeah, Hannah. Well done. Yalla Yusuf. Next question in the next paragraph. According to Sarah, what is one reason people hold on to things? What is one
Rather,
reason people
okay, sir.
hold on to things? Yes.
Rather than keeping things to ourselves, we should embrace the opportunity to share what we have. Donating items we don't need gives somebody else the opportunity to use them and most significantly helps prevent new purchases. Owing stuff we don't need, do not use, and do not like is a complete waste. As far as I'm concerned, there are two main reasons we keep things we don't need,
What
just
he
in
said.
case or guilt.
Yeah, exactly. So we want only one of them because he said one reason.
Yes.
So the first reason, either what you can write just in case or guilt. Can I write both?
No, sir, just one.
Yeah, why I can't write them both? Both are correct.
The question says one reason.
Okay, number one, the question says one reason. The second point is the number of words will be 4 words. Okay, give me just 1 minute for the adhan shabab, then I'll get back to you. Okay, we are back. Yusuf, complete. The next question here. Which item does Sarah May think people keep, even though they may not like it?
Okay, we might feel guilty. There are many reasons that we feel guilt, we made a poor choice, spent too much money, just like the homemade gift that we knew took so much effort and time. Keeping something out of guilt does not increase the chances that we will use it.
Mm. So which part? He said something people may not like. So we want to identify a part that shows the meaning of not
Right.
like. Maybe not accept. Don't
It's
prefer.
the homemade gift,
Yes, exactly. The handmade gift.
handmade, sorry.
Yeah. Disliking the handmade gift that we know took so much effort and time. Okay, thank you, Nurhan. Back again. Here are three questions in this part, the final part of the text. Okay.
Okay.
According to Sarah, which items has she bought but never used? Okay.
Yeah, should I read?
Yeah, read and identify the answer.
Okay. I have always found decluttering hard because I was forced to confront my poor decisions, impulse purchases, wasted money, clothes I never wear, and my failure to continue a hobby after I had started it. Um, oh, my biggest struggle has to part to part with items I have kept in cupboards for years because they have sentimental value.
Mhm.
So should I say that the gifts that have sentimental value?
This is about something she bought, yeah, yeah, Nurhan, okay? She bought
Oh, okay.
but never used. She bought but never
Yeah. Then it
used.
can be a gift. Yes. Okay. Um, I guess the poor decisions, like the impulse purchases. No, the clothes.
Yeah, the clothes, exactly. The clothes. It's very clear.
Yeah.
So she said, yeah, look what he said. It's very direct here. She said,
Yeah.
confront my poor decisions, impulse purchases, wasted money, clothes I never wear. Thank you. Yalla ya Hannah. The second part, what does Sarah Mace discourage from people she knows?
What does oh, okay.
Here's what I found.
Hannah, complete reading from here.
I'm reading. Oh,
Oh,
I'm reading.
read out loud.
Oh, my
My
biggest
biggest
struggle
struggle.
has been to part with items I have kept in cupboards for years because they have sentimental value. I now think I now think much more carefully about what I bring into my home, and I've convinced friends and family not to buy me unnecessary presents. The whole process has forced me to examine my life and formulate new and healthier habits. I now make better choices with fewer possessions. My home is definitely tidier and I feel more positive.
Hmm. Okay, so we're looking for what Sarah's discourage from people she knows.
Uh, she tells her family not to buy her unnecessary presents.
Yes, so what's the answer?
Um,
Family, family, not
family.
to buy me unnecessary presents.
Yeah.
So which part exactly?
There.
Hmm?
And have convinced friends and family not to buy me unnecessary presents.
Okay, what should I write?
Um,
We said answers should be no more than 3 words,
um,
but this part is long.
um,
I mean, have convinced friends and family not to buy unnecessary presents. So which part exactly I should pick?
Not to buy me unnecessary presents.
Not to buy me unnecessary 6 words.
Oh, okay. Um.
Look, yeah, Hannah. The question always includes or saves time for you. The question said which items, okay? It means just mentioning the items is an answer.
Um. Unnecessary presents. Oh my
That's it.
god, it's just 2 words. Oh my god, and
To,
I was just trying to make up like sentences. Don't buy her
no,
unnecessary stuff. It was.
look, I told you, yeah, Hannah, this is a long sentence and we need only 2 or 3 words maximum. So, again. Questions
Mm,
always include a guide, always. Each question includes a guide. If it asks about a time, like for instance in the morning, okay,
mm,
logically, when you read the sentence that includes the concept of in the morning, it's illogical to just find in the morning as an answer. It seems illogical. Okay, but if you wrote in the morning beside the question, you will find that it's a logical answer. You understand what I mean? For example,
yeah.
here, if I wrote unnecessary items, it's nonsense. Unnecessary items, okay? But if you connected unnecessary items to the question itself, what Sarah, this, no, where is the question? Um, what Sarah discourage, yeah, from people she knows. Just a moment to copy it here. Okay, so it discouraged to buy what? Unnecessary items. We don't need to write to buy or not to buy hair. Not to buy hair, because the question already gave me the word discourage and already gave me people she knows. So we don't need to write that too long. Okay.
Mm.
Complete, Hannah, the last question.
How
How
does
does Sarah
Sarah
feel?
Mays feel now that she owns fewer things? Positive.
Yeah, all right. She feel more positive here.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Now, this is the only question again that doesn't follow the order of the text. Okay, so here the multiple choice questions that follows bar 2 or passage number 2 doesn't follow um, the order of the text, but it depends on your whole scanning to the text, your general understanding of the text. Okay, so for example, let's read the first question here. He said, which of the following statements is true about Sarah Mace? So there is one statement which is true. It means the rest of the sentence are wrong. Let's identify. Read, Yusuf.
Should I read the statements?
Yes.
She has just started to think about decluttering her home.
Her home.
She now, yes,
Mm.
she now understands decluttering and zero waste are linked. She has followed the zero waste lifestyle for the last decade. She feels decluttering the home is not so important to her.
Yeah. So we have three options here are wrong and one only is correct. The only correct one here is what? That she now understands decluttering and zero waste are linked, especially in the last paragraph. Okay, she now understands decluttering and zero waste are linked. Let's see the analysis of the answer here. He said here in the first paragraph, she said what? Yet decluttering has been an essential part of a 5-year zero waste journey. Okay, this idea that she mentioned supports what? Which option? Option B that we selected. okay, that she now understands decluttering and zero waste are linked. Okay. Question 22. According to Sarah, which of the following statements is true about charity shop? So you will go to the paragraph of the charity shop. Okay. So find which is true and which is wrong about the charity shop. Ahmed, read the options and try to tell me what is the relevant answer.
According to Sarah May's phone is Robert, they are the best places for unwanted items. They struggle to sell non-seasonal clothing items. They welcome donations at all times of the year. They suggest checking on what items are needed. There's gonna be C.
They the charity shop welcome donations at all times of the year,
Yes.
or they struggle to sell non-seasonal clothing items. If you went back to the charity shop here in this paragraph and that paragraph, which item is correct? Is there a challenge because of not being able to sell the seasonal items? Because look here what he said. Some items in excellent condition remain unsold when in the height of summer. Okay,
Okay.
so this shows what? That
It's
there
the
is a
best.
problem. There is a problem with the seasonal items. Okay, there is a problem. They struggle to sell non-seasonal clothing items. This is the sentence which is true. If you looked at the rest of the sentence, you will find them incorrect about the charity shop. Okay, they are the best places for unwanted items. What decides if this option is correct or no is finding the exact meaning in the paragraph. Okay, so once you go to the paragraph, you should identify the exact meaning of the sentence. For example, they are the best places for unwanted items here. Unwanted items. Is there any reference here in the charity shop shows that this is the best place for unwanted items? Want goods that are clean, in working order, and desirable. They need to be able to sell them. But charity shop are not the solution for everything. So this contradicts. Okay, this contradicts to this idea that the charity shop, here he said, it's not the best option or the best solution. So it means this idea contrasts to the main idea of the text. And so on. You will find every idea contradicts also with the given idea. They welcome donations at all times of the year. This is wrong because let's see here if they welcome donations all time of the year or no. Ashraf, do you find any reference here to this meaning? They welcome donations. Is there any idea that contradicts with this idea that they welcome donations all year round? Hmm?
Mm, no.
There is none. Especially here he said, look, offloading goods in the week after the new year. Offloading goods in the week after the new year, when the rest of the country is doing the same thing, is not to be encouraged. This is the opposite of the given idea. It's not to be encouraged. Okay? So for questions that says true, which idea is true about something, okay, you must be sure that the line you choose or the item you choose is exactly the same meaning of the text, and that the other items contradicts or have opposite ideas to the text. Okay, so for this question, our answer here, we said that he said in the text, donating our winter wardrobes in the height of summer were likely mean items in excellent condition remain unsold. So this supports the idea of charity shops struggle to sell the non-seasonal clothing items. Okay. Third question, and this will be the last one here. Which of the following does Sarah agree with about the home? Nurhan, read.
A. We should keep things we enjoy looking at. B. Items removed should be replaced by others. C. People should only buy items they can afford. D. Everything in the home should be functional.
Okay, this sentence here, Nurhan, is taken from the text. Okay. If our homes are filled with items we use regularly and appreciate, there is little or no waste. So which items of these four agrees with this part of the paragraph?
D. Oh,
Option D. Everything. Everything in the home should be functional. Okay. Or
yeah.
we should keep things we enjoy looking at.
No, D.
Hmm.
Sir, did
Option
you
D.
match it with B?
I match it with B.
Yeah. Is that the correct answer?
No, no, no. This is just referring to the paragraph. It's not an answer.
Oh, okay. I think it's D.
Hmm. I think it's D. Like, let's go to
Yes.
paragraph 4. She agrees. What she agrees about items at home. You said the everything in the home should be functional. Functional, okay? But A said
Yes.
we should keep things we enjoy looking at. Log or paragraph 4. 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's find the answer here in this part. I'll give you a minute scanning through these two paragraphs, then tell me which sentence she agree with.
Okay.
Take care, yeah, Nurhan, that you chose the word functional. Okay?
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, I found the answer.
Where?
She said keeping only the things we find useful. Useful is a synonym for functional.
Useful?
Yes.
Where, yeah, Nurhan?
And in the second paragraph, second line.
Second, but you mean here, right?
No, second paragraph.
Yes, in this
And
paragraph.
second line. Oh, yes, the screen was lagging. I didn't see it.
Decluttering is about removing the unnecessary, the unused, and the unwanted from our homes. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Our homes. It's about removing the excess. Excess means extra. And keeping
Yeah.
only, okay, keeping only the things we find useful and beautiful. Why you said useful only is functional? What about beautiful? Beautiful is not functional, ya Nurhan.
Oh
Beautiful
yeah.
is something that you are what? Look at the second
Good
option.
looking.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so option one, we should keep things we enjoy looking at. This is something beautiful. And the option D, everything in the home should be functional. If I chose this one, it means it doesn't matter if it's beautiful or no, even if it's ugly, but I can, or it can functions or work properly, so I can keep it. The word
But
function is okay.
they
Functional is
mentioned that useful
exactly
and the
at,
and
at
function. There was a word up there. I forgot it.
look in your hand. In the text, he said both useful. Let's write it here. Useful, useful, and beautiful. Okay. Useful and
Okay.
beautiful applies to things you look at, because you can look at something useful and look at or enjoy looking at something useful and looking at something beautiful. Functional removes the idea of beauty. I mean, it only concentrates on its job, on its function, even if it takes space, even if it's doesn't look properly or doesn't look beautiful. Okay, so option
Okay.
A is wider in meaning than option D, as option D is somehow restricted. Okay, so take care of that,
Okay.
Shabab. He said useful and beautiful. Okay, b- based on the part we commented on right now. Okay, so I want you to, while answering the multiple choice questions, because it's the only question in the whole exam that can be confusing. Some options are awkward, so tips to do that is to go to the targeted paragraph. Okay, decide the idea that is matchable to the paragraph you are answering, then be accurate to locate the information and match it to the options. Okay, match it to the options, I mean in meaning. So the choices must be matchable to the text. If there is any contradiction, any limitations, any restrictions, so this is wrong. Take care of that. Okay, now I want you to answer part two in the exam paper we sent to the group. Part two. Okay. Okay, Yusuf, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
وهنا ونورهان وأحمد. Okay, you will answer part two. هنا, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, عارفة هتعمل ايه دلوقتي يا هنا؟
Part two.
طيب نورهان
Yes, sir.
وأحمد.
Yes.
اوكي، يلا ابدأوا. Hannah, you finished?
No, sir.